Hello, Jerry from Tarheel Builders. This is Joel from JND SEO. Called your office a couple days ago here, and so I'm sending this video over to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. I don't want to waste your time, Jerry. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear more information, let's just set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. Take the free tips I'm going to give you, and you can actually go ahead and apply them right to your site. All right, Jerry, first thing I do want to point out, though, is that your site is currently not secure. And other than being a safety threat, that will hurt you as far as rankings go as well. But I do want to talk about content. That's the first topic I'd like to cover. And just looking at your homepage, you guys probably have less than 100 words of content on your page. And really, you want to have about 1,500. The reason why is because Google will actually rank you based on the amount of content, and 1,500 is really what they recommend. That's what's going to make you very competitive with all of the other companies as well. But the other reason, and probably the even more important reason, is that the more content you have, the more keywords or keyword phrases you can put into that content. As an example, I've put in roofing, Fayetteville, North Carolina here, and it's an area you service with a service that you offer. And so this is actually a really good key phrase, but also it's what new customers would also be searching if they're looking in this area. First thing they're going to find is these ads at the top of the screen. And this is just companies paying to be seen first, hoping to land more customers. After that, we're going to find this map section. Top 3 companies are going to show up in this preview window. That's all based on citations, and that's just when you get your business name, address, and phone number all listed together into a directory site. Then the last we're going to find, and those directory sites are Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, many, many more. And here's a few of them here. So we're going to find the 10 results per page for the organic section. These don't show up random. They show up based on Google's algorithm and formula. We now know 2 parts of that have to do with content and site and keywords. So let's look at some of these, right? So these show up in reference to our phrase, roofing, Fayetteville, North Carolina. So we can rank this key phrase based on our results. So number 1 goes to Home Advisor, which is a directory. 2 goes to Baker Roofing. 3 goes to Better Business Bureau, which is also a directory. So what I want to do next is I'm going to take your website, tarheelbuildersnc.com, and plug it into a program I use called Ahrefs. This just kind of allows me to analyze how your site's doing. So I notice you guys have your business name in here as well as kind of a keyword and a location. This helps you be found by Google in searches. So that's a good thing. I'm glad you're using those. And just running through the numbers, 21 referring domains, sending you back 232 links. All that means is there's 232 links on these 21 pages. And these are just websites that you have links on. People click those links. It sends them back directly to your page. So 26 keywords or key phrases is what you currently can be found in searches. And these are what really drive the traffic to your site or visitors. And the 26 you guys have are currently bringing 23 visitors to your site per month. So what I'd like to do is just take a quick look at this and see, look at the keywords and kind of see where your traffic's coming from. All right, first thing we see is your business name, and many times here, Tarheel Builders. And 60 people do search you by name, and you guys are number 1 for that. So what that really means is people are searching you by name, they know who you are, right? You know, it's probably going to be some of it, referrals, or some of it is definitely going to be people who just kind of saw your signs out, or maybe even your trucks, and they searched you guys, right? So that it's essentially business that they're looking for you, they should be able to find you. The position refers to where you are in the Google ranking. So we know that there's 10 results per page. So ideally, you want to be on that first page. So you want to be in the top 10. So for your name, you are. So that's really good. You're number 1, which means you're getting the biggest percentage. Again, you should. They're looking for you. You also want to bring in new customers. So that's where Carolina Builders could be good. If this is not a company name other than yours, then it's pretty specific to what you do. 20 people search it. You're 23, though. This is the problem here. Is that starting with all of these, you're in the 20s, right? So we know 10 results per page. 23 puts us on page 3, right? 10 results per page. And what we've actually found is 80 to 85% of people who do searches on Google or other search engines will not even go to page 2, never mind page 3. So I'm going to tell you right now, all your traffic is coming from your name. It's all coming from these Tarheel Builders, where you're in the top 10, you're number 1. Just as a quick comparison, let's go over to Baker Roofing. They're one of the top results in the area, and they've got their name up here in their header, also a few key phrases. Over 1,000 referring domains, sending back over 14,000 links, over 5,000 keywords, and they're getting over 8,000 visitors to their site every month. Sometimes the numbers can be deceiving, so if we look at these, I think there's a few that we may not recommend because they're what we call national words, which just means that they're anywhere in the U.S. So first off, Baker Roofing, 2,300, number 1. So they're going to get a big percentage of that. That's a big chunk of the traffic right there. Then this one here, this is one I wouldn't recommend because even though it's a service you offer and it's fairly specific, it's also national, meaning anywhere in the U.S. It's not specific to North Carolina. So what you really want is these ones, like Roofing, Durham, North Carolina, 300, number 2. That's a good one to have. Again, these would be good if they had a location. This one's good. Roofers in Raleigh, North Carolina, 100, number 1. But you guys probably are getting the idea. Here we go. Roofing, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 300. And they're number 3 for that one, so they're going to get a big chunk of that. So you guys kind of get the idea, though, I'm sure, based on what I showed you. The key being, if we had 3 good keywords, we could easily bring 100 more visitors to your site with just 3 words, getting you in the top 5 for those. And currently, you're getting, I believe it's 23 to your site. So imagine we multiply that by 5. And if we had the 23 you already have, really we're multiplying it by 6, right? That would give you 123 visitors. Even if we only brought 100, and that's actually very low for us, we would easily bring more. However, let's just say it's 100. How many more calls would that be? Even if it's just those 100, let's say it's 50 calls, but let's pretend it's only 20 calls. Let's say those 20 calls, you bring in 10 estimates. How many estimates do you end out of 10? I don't know. That's up to you. But even if it was only 2 customers a month, that would be a pretty good difference to bring in some additional revenue. All right, guys, I'll give you a call just to check in and see what you thought of the video. Try to improve these as well for other fellow businesses. So, guys, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and have a great day.